Let's get it. Shake it like understand who I is. Not that many gon' do it like this. Bob your head, we can hear my shit, but I'm on my shit. I has no chill. I'm who I are. I'm who
Welcome back to TDG. I'm Sean.
And I'm King.
And today we got coming at you guys with some new content. Actually, it's been circulating around the internet as usual. We're trying to cover the hot topics like everybody else and try to stay relevant. So you guys might have heard about the would you rather scenario. King, have you heard about this? And
yes, I have. I am aware of it.
Yeah. So it's some new BS.
That's why I did that. That side was it's some new BS.
Right. It's basically, would you rather, if you're asking a woman, or would you rather have your woman or your daughter be alone in the woods with a bear or with a male? And pretty much the internet, when it comes to females, they're saying that they're going to be alone with a bear. They seem to think that their chances are better with a bear. King, how you feel about that?
I love these hypotheticals because as silly as they are, it allows you to get into the mindset of how somebody's going to react. And when I hear people literally give the answer that they'd rather be in the forest or the woods with a bear, I'm like, how out of touch with reality are you?
Right.
Have you been around a bear? Yeah.
I caught myself wondering today while I was at work, and like, what kind of bear do they think that they'd be safe with?
Spin it, left, get it, bear and credit. When you're in it, you can win it in a minute. When you spin it, spin it, spin it.
Stop thinking period. You just hurt yourself, you muppet.
And why would I listen to a porridge-stealing orphan like you? You're not even a bear.
Zing! I'm more of a bear than you are.
She got you. You're nothing but a low-rent Cinderella.
Oh!
This ain't no Winnie the Pooh shit.
Oh, bother.
I started going through all these cartoon bears in my head. I was like Winnie the Pooh, Yogi Bear, I had a lot more in my head. The We Bear Bears.
Don't burn the forest with a forest fire bear.
Yeah.
Kids, only you can prevent forest fires.
Yeah, Smokey the Bear.
Yeah, Smokey, yeah.
The Berenstein Bears. Not Little Red Riding Hood. The what's her name in the Three Bears?
Goldilocks.
Yeah, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. I'm just like, they must be thinking about all these cartoon character Disney fairy tale bears. I'm like, you must not know what a real bear is about.
Good, Jessie. She's charging. Oh, God.
They're about business. They stand on business.
They stand on business.
And like, one of the meanest ones are the polar bears, because not a lot of food up there in Arctic, North Pole, wherever they're at. It's cold. Ain't a lot of food. So they'll eat in a minute. And then next was like grizzly, I believe, or a brown bear. Now I do say the black bear is like one of the, gentle is the wrong word, least likely to attack you.
How does the saying go? If it's brown, lay down. If it's something else, you're dead. Like there's a whole rhyme thing that goes with bears and to ascertain how friendly they are or not. Just in general, if you're picking an animal over a human, I wonder how capable are you of being an adult in general?
Right, exactly. So, before dudes been furthered. Is that right?
Before I do this any further.
Before
I can't say it like you, though.
Me either. So before dudes anyway furthered, we're just going to jump into it.
Is this going to do what it sometimes do where you just run my blood pressure up?
It's possible.
I haven't finished taking all my heart meds today, Sean.
It's possible.
Would you rather be alone in the woods with this bear or this man?
This video cracked me up because this man compared who he felt were the safest man options to go up against the bear, which, if you have to do that, the answer is bear, right? But not only that, the man versus bear conversation is really just pointing out how men have an issue with rejection. They can't fathom the idea.
It's not rejection. It's reality. Use the wrong R word.
Yes. Thank you, Sean. Wow.
Yeah.
That a woman would choose anything other than man, regardless of how dangerous they've even seen men to be themselves. He even went so far as to say that if you chose Bear over any of those men or all of those men, that you were delusional, meaning that no matter how you actually feel, if you don't have an answer that agrees with what he thinks you should have, then you're insane.
No, no, it's not that I expect you to agree with me. You can have whatever thought that you have.
Right.
Yet, if you do choose Bear, I am going to call you delusional, because I would like to understand, how do you think that you're going to get through the next 5 years of your life being in the forest with a bear? Let's say it's just you and the bear. What does the next 5 years of your life look like?
Hey, 5 years is way too generous, because that bear's been like, look, we had some good times, we had some bad times, and it's been about 30 minutes since I met you. I'm hungry. It's going to eat you. It's going to be no 5 years. And that's why I don't get the women are saying rather be in the woods with a bear. Like, what do you expect your relationship to be like with this bear? If he's, the only thing that should go into your head about a bear is if he's hungry enough. That's it. It's not about laying down if it's brown or whatever it is and those sayings. It's if he's hungry enough. Or she, or if it's cubs around, because mama bear don't care. Write that one down.
So not only do we have a man who refuses to take no for an answer, but we have one who, when you choose no, will tell you that you're absolutely crazy. Nothing about that feels safe. Now, I happen to be happily married to a man,
logic doesn't feel
so
safe.
I'm a little bit biased in this conversation. But my last ex broke down the bedroom door with his head.
Here's Johnny.
Because I said I needed some time to cool off after an argument we had. I ended the relationship shortly after. But at the same time, I also used to live in the panhandle of Florida, which has a kind of large population of black bears who would go into our trash the way that raccoons do elsewhere in the United States. And if you approach them, they run away.
Here's the thing, smart person that's not actually smart. If a black bear is in an area where there's humans looking for food in your trash, it's because it's easier to find food in your trash, and he's not as scared to be around humans, because humans have this different sense than what's in the woods, and they're hungry enough to be foraging where they don't normally forage. So the fact that you're saying that, yeah, that you can scare them away or you have scared them away, keep that same energy.
Exactly. And it also speaks to just in general. Yes, there are bad humans out there, right? There are going to be bad bears out there as well. But in general, I would rather take my chances with somebody that I can communicate with, because maybe I can reason with this person if something looks like it's about to pop off, and I'm trying not to have you beat me or do anything like that. I can at least communicate with a human to reason with that person. I'm not communicating with a bear in the woods.
You can read body language of a human. At least a lot better, you'd hope, than a bear. I mean, tell me how to read the body language of a bear unless it's on top of you.
There you have it. And one last thing that has been bothering me about this whole thing is, why haven't I seen any men ask the question, would you rather be in the woods with a bear or a woman? Is it because they know we would not care if they chose the bear?
No.
I wouldn't choose the bear.
No. I'd say not all. But 98% of people would choose woman.
Yeah.
The 2% that's going to choose bear, I think, are guys that have been burned by women, like that are like the straight up, like they've sworn off women because of just various bad interactions that they've had. So, which is why there are going to be women that are like that as well, that in general, it's because of their interactions with bad men that they've had in the past that they are going to choose the bear. Right. So I'm not saying that whether a man or woman chooses bear, human over bear makes them right. The people that do choose bear over human, I believe, there's something that just isn't sitting right up there because, again, how do you can't communicate with a bear. Are you going to learn bear sign language while you're in the woods to get that bear to work with you?
Bearnese?
Bearnese?
I mean, and here's the thing. The only correct answer in this scenario for male or female is nothing that is an apex predator. No wild animal that's an apex predator is the correct answer.
Hey, but Sean, if we got the blicky, that makes us an apex predator immediately over any animal. I'm just saying.
You have a point there, but blicky wasn't in the scenario, so you're just in the woods with a bear and a person.
Okay.
I'm picking a person.
I got you.
Every single time.
There's no way y'all would rather be trapped in the woods with a bear over a man.
In March of 2022, 4 men were convicted of gang raping, murdering, and then eating a monitor lizard. They were caught because the trail cams in the wildlife preserve recorded it. Somebody went back and saw those videos and saw this act. Tell me again why I should be more afraid of bears.
I mean, if anything, you should be afraid of those men. Apparently, they like monitor lizards. But there's crazy men and women throughout the world that do crazy things.
Yes.
So this is another time they just can't stay on topic. I see what you're trying to go with it, but it's not oranges to oranges.
Again, and it's in general.
Right.
Right? Yes, you and I could bring up different points to argue our side for something that we may not agree with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But we're talking about in general. And what's crazy is that if you throw this hypothetical around, let's say it started the other way around. It started with women asking men this. It won't be viral because in general, we know to answer in general.
In reality.
So to throw out this instance that happened where some men did some terrible, horrible things to whatever a monitor lizard is, I'm like, y'all saw my face go, what the?
I'm thinking Komodo dragon, but that would kill them. That's what I'm thinking.
That's wild to me, right? We could also throw out the fact that there was a married person that was doing some things with dogs. A married female.
Yeah, heard about
right?
Mm-hmm.
But we're talking in general. Right. In general, would you rather? And we don't go to this other faraway land to come back and answer the question. Men typically respond in general.
Right.
I don't get people that do this.
Would you rather have your daughter be in the woods, like little daughter in the woods with a bear, or a man?
Hey, Amanda, my mom got mauled by a bear. Here's a book she wrote about it. Here's a better look. So even though the question's not really in good faith, probably, I have some experience with this question. Would I rather my mom be in the woods with a guy, or a creature that would hunt her, jump up, grab her by the face, chomp down, cause her to have to take her thumb, jab it into its eyes to get enough mouth space to call to the dogs, an Irish Wolfhound and a Mastiff, to come over and tackle it off, and then crawl through a rattlesnake-infested bramble thicket to her car, where she drove 3 miles down a dirt road, with her face hanging off, at one point looking into the rearview mirror and saying, oh, that's weird, my white hat stayed on, turned out to be her skull, making it to the fire station, getting helivac to the college, and then, going through 17 hours of painful surgery to get back to something resembling a human. The answer may surprise you. If you're still on the fence about it and have a strong stomach, Google image search of Lena Hansen bear. But I'm a guy, so I decided to take it a step further and asked my mom. Because taking away the bear, she's been through things you wouldn't even possibly begin to imagine. And her answer was, well, the word asinine was thrown around a lot. So if you're asked this question and you take more than a second to come up with the same species as your answer, then honestly, I'm grateful that you've lived such a privileged life that your answer is...
What? Exactly.
I wish he would have brought his mom up. That would have been the icing on the cake.
He was going to, but yeah. And he's right. If you pick anything other than your species, there's something wrong with you. Mm-hmm. There's something seriously wrong with you.
Mm-hmm. Would you rather me encounter a bear or a man?
Is it a friendly man?
We don't know anything else. It's just man or bear.
Okay.
I feel more like bear. I don't know, because I feel like I would know what the outcome would be with a bear.
Do you?
Even if it was like an aggressive one.
Do you?
I don't know what the outcome would be with like a bad man.
Yeah.
Do you want to say, I hate to try to go after appearances and how people present, but he does look like he's lacking in testosterone. Because for him to sit there and say, well, is it a bad man or is it just a regular old bear? And he's like, well, I think he'd be better off with a bear than a bad man. What is wrong with you? Chad? Not even Chad. Tom?
Look, I am going to talk about appearances. This doesn't look like a guy that if something happened in a bar fight and some person went up to touch your lady, that he's going to defend her.
Please stop.
He doesn't look like to say, excuse me, sir.
Right.
Take your hit before I call security.
Hey, buddy. Hey, I don't appreciate what you're doing to my lady there. You ever watch Tribe of Men?
Yes.
I think that's what Bo would call a bug sandwich kind of guy. Just ready to eat those bug sandwiches because, why would you pick a bear over a man? And you don't know anything about the man. Could be a good man, could be a bad man. You basically have a 50-50 choice. And you kind of do have a 50-50 choice with a bear. But we pretty much know if the bear chooses the other side of the coin to eat you, he's going to eat you.
They're not stopping it.
Right. There's nothing you can do to stop that bear.
So I think I'd lean more toward the bear. I mean, both situations, I guess you hope for a good man and a good bear.
Yeah.
But I think you're more likely to anticipate what a bear would do than what a man would do.
Would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
Bear. Man is scary. With a bear.
What I've heard about bears, they don't always attack you, right? Unless you fuck with them. So maybe a bear.
Depends what man, but probably a bear.
Oh, 100% a bear, which is terrifying to say, but
definitely a bear. Some men are very scary out there.
A bear.
I would say a man.
The only smart one. The only smart one.
Oh my goodness. And then the ones that added the additional some men are very scary. Have you seen a bear in person?
I'm telling you, the thing about Yogi and Boo Boo and the other bears.
Man, there's been videos going around of those black bears that are rummaging through looking for. They aren't that big.
Right.
But in general,
they're still heavier than us.
I wish I had my phone. I Google what the average human adult bear size is.
Right.
And I guarantee you they're a lot bigger than the average man.
Right.
I'd be willing to put money on that.
Me too.
That's more scarier to me as a man than the average man.
Same. I know I at least got a chance against another man. Bear, all right. I give up. Eat me. I hope I taste good.
Man, because you can't outrun a bear.
Nope. And if you don't know, bears can run at a top speed of 30 miles per hour.
What the fuck is wrong with that bear? Shoot it, man! Bear, speed up!
Get higher, baby, and don't ever come down.
Yep.
And Usain Bolt, fastest man on earth so far, he's about 28 miles per hour. So even he's getting caught by a bear.
You're safe. Bears can't climb trees.
Of course I can.
Higher, baby.
Oh shit!
Get higher, baby.
Can't climb a tree.
Right.
Bears can climb trees.
Yeah, exactly.
So what you gonna do in the forest?
Nothing except get ate.
Wow.
To leave Marilyn in the woods with a man or a bear, what would you choose?
A man or a bear?
A man or a bear, a strange man you don't know,
I think he's gonna say man.
or a bear.
He's gonna give him that look. Like, are you serious?
That's a hard question.
No, it's not a hard question.
What would you choose?
I'm looking at your hat. Come on,
They
dude.
both have the ability to kill her.
Okay.
What are these men made of? This isn't a hard question.
Come on.
The bear only has the ability to kill her or leave her alone. The man has 1,000 possibilities, so honestly, probably the bear.
No.
It's wild.
He's discounting the fact that I'm assuming that the name that she gave was like his daughter, right?
Probably.
So for me, I'm thinking I have a daughter. He's discounting the fact that let's say that they're the only ones around, or maybe just in that landmass, that now this person might have skills that can teach her something. Let's say she may know how to fish, but she doesn't know how to hunt.
Right.
She doesn't know the correct berries to forage, to eat, to survive off of the land. And this man who's older might have some experience with that. He sees her, he sees another human. Oh, hey, this is somebody that I could also have a kinship with. Plus, we can help each other survive. Right. There are people that are saying bear are discounting the possibilities that you now have two humans that can learn and help and support each other.
Right.
A bear's not going to support you.
Right.
This isn't a Mowgli situation.
Exactly. This isn't Baloo from the Jungle Book. So the thing is, if women that are watching this, what women have to understand is, I mean, if you still think a bear is going to be safer for you, what you need to do is watch Bear Grylls, The Island. I think like season 2 and season 3. Now it's a group of women that got left on one part of the island and a group of men. And for the most part, the women, they were just about ready to die after a few days because they couldn't find fresh water. As far as hunting food, they couldn't hunt food. And until the men found them, and they were super happy that the men found them because the men were killing it, basically. And that's what, even though it's a TV show, that's your species. You can communicate with them. And if you find a good one, like you said before, they're going to help you survive. There's no scenario that a bear is going to help you survive.
None.
Stop being silly.
Women are on the app talking about they'd rather be alone in the woods with a than men. And it got me thinking, and I'm like yo, that bear possibly would leave me alone, right? Now, I'm not his normal prey. And I mean, this is the woods, so we're not talking about a polar bear because we all know nobody's escaping him. But even still, the polar bear would just maul me to death. These guys, the things that they do to women, the psychological damage, the graping. I mean, there is a reason they don't even want to hire men in morgues, because necrophilia. Like, look it up if you don't know what that actually means. So yeah, like, a woman and her body are just not safe with men. I think I might take the bear.
Dads with daughters, would you rather have your daughter be in the woods, like little daughter in the woods with a bear, or a man? Maybe asking it this way will allow men some extra perspective of what women are.
I don't have a daughter. I have no kids. I do have a niece. I'm still picking a man to be in the woods with my niece over a bear. Once again, no scenario where I pick a wild apex animal to be with someone that I love or care about over a random stranger person. They have a better chance of surviving with that random stranger person, because most likely their human nature is going to kick in and they're going to help each other to survive and get out the woods.
I have a higher probability of this scenario working out more favorable if my daughter walks into this house and says, hey dad, guess what? I just came out of the woods and I saw a man in the woods. I'd be like, oh, what happened? Right?
Yeah.
I would have more, I wouldn't have like a relieved feeling versus her running into the house. Hey, daddy, guess what? I ran into a bear in the woods. If she said that, I would have an instant sigh of relief. Oh, I'm thankful she's back to tell me this story versus her coming into the house and then telling me that she ran across a man into the woods.
Right.
I don't get that same sigh of relief hearing the man option versus the bear option. Father here of a teenage daughter.
Yeah.
Let's just stop acting stupid, okay? Let's just all collectively, as the internet, decide to stop acting stupid. Ladies, I get it. I get your point. Men scary. Men do bad things. But let's be so fucking for real right now. There's no way y'all would rather be trapped in the woods with a bear over a man. Y'all be meeting random ass dudes at the club and then going home with them that night. Y'all will talk to strangers on a dating app for 2 days and then invite them over to your house. I don't see y'all taking trips out into the woods where the bears are at, yet y'all choose to be alone with random strange men every other night.
Right. And they'll meet random strange men say, fly me out. Please take away from your
He killed it with the point of, I don't see y'all going into random bear-infested woods.
Exactly. They don't be out there. Bear streets.
I don't even know why I'm making this video, because the women that are committed to this goofy idea will be committed no matter what. But let's play a quick game to see just how stubborn and dishonest some of y'all really are. Let's make this all the way specific so y'all can't hide behind these abstract arguments. Would you rather be alone in the woods with this bear or this man? Would you rather be alone in the woods with this bear or this man? Would you rather be alone in the woods with this bear or this man? And last but not least, would you rather be alone in the woods with this bear or this man? We all know what this man has done in his past. That still shouldn't affect your answer. If y'all didn't choose the man over the bear 4 out of 4 times, you're either delusional or you just flat out lying. Bear or this man? Would you rather be alone in the woods with this bear or this man?
So one more thing I want to share with the class here. So a friend of mine's mom posted one of these bear or man things on the internet today on her Facebook, and she's a very reasonable woman. But the thing is, she didn't post. She's doing a repost of what someone else posted. So let's read this real quick. I'll put it up on the screen. All right. So it says there's a question going around the internet. Original question is: would you rather have your daughter in the woods with a random unknown man or a random bear? It's been morphed a bit now that it's been shared to would you, as a woman, rather be in the woods with a random unknown man or a bear? Almost without fail, pose this question. The answer of the woman/mothers have been a bear, and it has men feeling some type of way that women almost universally trust a bear more than a strange man. But here are the top 10 reasons women have given for choosing a bear over a man. Before I read the top 10, I want to say that she said strange man, but didn't say strange bear. So I guess bears just aren't strange at all. Okay. Number 10. No one would question me about what I was wearing if the bear attacked me. That was actually...
That's the number 10 thing?
Hey, it probably gets worse. Number 9. No one would accuse me of liking the bear attack. Number 8. A bear's motives are easier to understand. I call BS on that. Number 7. A bear won't accuse me of leading them on by being nice to them. It might. Number 6. I would not be forced to carry the bear's babies to term in 27 states. We are reaching on these. Number 5. The bear will either kill me or leave me alone. There are not 400 other horrible ways a bear can hurt me. There probably is more. Number 4. Bears do not traffic women. It'd be funny if they did, though. I'm just imagining it. It'd be like little clown cars.
It's horrible, yet hilarious.
Yeah. Number 3. A bear's friends won't come out to say how nice the bear is and how attacking me is ruining its life. Number 2. No one will question if the bear attack really happened. Yeah, because your face will be torn off.
Oh. Yeah, that will...
Number 1. The bear sees me as a human being. No, the bear sees you as dinner. So she goes on to say, but here are a few others that are sad but true. If I survive the bear attack, I will not have to see the bear at family reunions. The bear did not pretend to be my friend for months beforehand. A bear would not film it and send it to his friends. Then she says, now, let's talk. So many males are mad about this. I've seen some comments replying to a woman choosing the bear that make my skin crawl. Most of them give off vibes that they tell me that they are literally part of a sect of men that are the reason we choose the bear. She actually put chose. When the question was posed, man or bear, to woman, 9 out of every 10 chose the bear. 9 out of every 10, we could not agree about hair color, makeup, or Taylor Swift, but we almost entirely as a gender agree about this. In fact, when asked, 7 out of 10 did not even take time to think the answer was instantly bear. 9 out of 10 of you, crazy. We understand the bear may kill us. We understand there are fates worse than dying. The bear will simply kill us or ignore us. Statistically, women are safer with bears than men. Sorry, not sorry. In the last 4 years, 7 women were killed by bears and 15 were attacked and survived. Do you want to know grape/murder statistics for the same time range of men killing / raping women, we are safer with the bear. Sorry, not sorry. So really quick, here was my response. I'm so frustrated with women not being able to live in reality and understanding basic math and statistics. Most people, this includes women, don't live or spend most of their time in the woods or with bears. You live in domesticated areas with other humans. Therefore, they are around more men. Ergo, more opportunities for bad things to happen around men. So to put it as simply as I can, if more women lived in the woods around more bears, they'll be attacked and eaten far more often.
Sean, hey, thank you. Thank you.
Like, I just don't get it.
You introducing that factor as well, because even before you got to that point, I started thinking, if people are out on their commutes or whatnot, let's say, I'm going to say downtown DC, you're walking across people and stuff all the time. You're having a lot of these human interactions.
Right.
A good majority of them are positive. You do have some negative ones out there from both men and women. Let a bear start walking in downtown DC. And everybody's going the opposite direction. I'm not going to say everybody. Most people are going to go the opposite direction, right? You're going to have those, oh, look, bears. The bear. Hey, man. Like, you are going to have those people that are doing that. But in general, with human interactions like that, for the most part, it is positive. You do have those statistical things that do occur that are just bad.
Right.
I'm not discounting that. Yet, to your point, have more women living in the woods with bears, and then the stats on that are going to go up.
Yes.
How you don't see that? Like, I knew that inherently before you said it, but then the moment you said it, it was like, that kills it right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
I'd be willing to bet that even with the high amount of murders that happen, let's just say just in America, that happen to women that are based on men doing it, in proportion to bear attacks, I bet you is a percentage by per capita, whatever it is, I think by per capita, it's still more bears than humans doing to humans. I could be wrong, but I'm willing to bet that. Because once again, we live around humans, not around bears. So when people go into the woods to go hiking, that's why I don't really like going hiking, because you never know what's out there. It's looking to hunt you that's hungry. Because little do you know, with all our urban development and all of our gentrification, we're pushing species out of their habitats, and they're coming into our habitats that we've pushed them out. Matter of fact, we've pushed our way into their habitat. So now they are foraging in your trash cans, looking for food because we're now in their habitat. So good luck.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing else. Because, yeah, how's your heart rate?
It came down a little bit. Your logical point that you made right there at the end brought me back down. I'm going to say this. Hey, look, if I'm out in the woods, I run across you, chances are, pause for a second. Last time that you've been out hiking or you've been in the woods and you came across anybody, it's typical to maybe wave. You don't have to speak. You acknowledge each other and you keep walking. The last time I went on a hike, I mean, I know I'm a sizey dude, but I've been on hikes, right? The last time that I went on a hike
to the fridge.
And you've got those trails, right? You're walking across the trail. You're walking past strangers. I one time was solo walking on a trail. Solo woman walks by. I just acknowledged her to be a decent human being, but I didn't feel inclined. Now I'm speaking of myself. I didn't feel inclined to, we got to talk to each other because we're both humans. No, I'm doing my thing. She's doing her thing. We did the, like this,
right,
and just kept walking. That was it.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't have to say anything to her. Right. I think, and see, I'm not a woman. I've heard of people that I'm going to say are fours in my eyes talk about how often that they're hit on and approached. And I bet it's got to be exhausting.
Yeah.
I can imagine that you step out of your house And from the time you leave your house to the time you come back home, you're just going to have men trying to get in your pants or trying to just talk with you because of your attraction or whatever. Like, not on some friendly tip like how I'm interacting with people, right? Like if I'm speaking to say hey, right? We don't even have to speak. As a matter of fact, I moved here in Maryland, and from the South, where I'm used to people speaking in the South, here in Maryland, people really just kind of going about their business. So I kind of do the same thing here. It's in my nature more to speak and say hey.
Right.
But if you want to try your luck with a bear instead of a man, don't call on me if I have to be in those same woods with you and that bear's looking at you as food, or you and I are both running and I'm faster than you.
All it's going to change. One of us got to be faster.
Hey, all I got to do is be faster than you when that bear comes running. That's all I got, man.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see you on the next one.
Peace.
Let's get it. Shake it like understand who I is. Not that many gon' do it like this. Bob your head, we can hear my shit, but I'm on my shit. I ain't has no chill. I'm who I are, I'm who I is. Taylor Susan, I play the part. Fuck a fire, how you mesmerize. Black Austin pies, man, that I'm stupid. Then again, oh so clever. On my loony, pour that lever. Talk my shit, I'm talking hella flow, baby. You